Ems. Today, we will present our research entitled Consumers' Level of Acceptability and Perceptions of Dried Leaves Green Charcoal Briquettes.
A quasi-research presented to the faculty of Bukidnon National School of Home Industries Senior High School Department in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the subject.
The world is still struggling from pollution that causes burning and improper segregation. There are many individuals who use trees as cooking fuel. Burning woods to use as cooking fuel and cutting trees to make charcoal can give bad impacts to our environment. Burning trees is still burning and a source of air pollution and global warming. These charcoal help individuals to change their ways by avoiding cutting down trees and replacing them with renewable plant waste. Green charcoal represents an extremely effective solution formed into briquettes. It can be used as fuel just like wood charcoal. Green charcoal therefore provides a source of clean, renewable energy that forms part of the natural carbon cycle. This study provides solutions on how to minimize cutting down trees, global warming, and air pollution.
The main objective of the study is to produce green charcoal briquette that is made from dried leaves and determine its acceptability. Dried leaves will be used to make a charcoal briquette. Particular, it aims to produce charcoal from dried leaves, determine the levels of acceptability of shape, odor, color, burning time of green charcoal briquette to consumers, and lastly, evaluate consumers' perception about green charcoal.
This study also aims to know the consumer's perception about using the dried leaves charcoal briquettes. Specifically, the researcher aims to know what is the common perception of the consumers using dried leaves charcoal briquettes, how sufficient dried leaves charcoal in corresponding the household needs of the consumer. This is to answer the satisfactory level of the consumers in adopting green charcoal in terms of color, odor, time of burning, and shape. Also, the adequate outcome in terms of the functionality of charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves.
This study significantly contributes to the environment of the municipality of Marami, especially in the National School of Home Industries to minimize the pollution and cutting trees. The fallen leaves in Bukidnon National School of Home Industries are numerous and can be used as a source in producing green charcoal. This study would provide information about the green charcoal which is cheaper and less polluting than the charcoal that is made from burning trees. This study is beneficial to students, teachers, future researchers, and most especially to the consumers because it can provide a solution on how to minimize the cutting down of trees and to lessen the air pollution that the world is facing nowadays.
This study will be limited only to the production of green charcoal briquettes using dried leaves as an alternative cooking fuel and determine its acceptability and perceptions. The scope of the study will be conducted in Marama, Bukidnon and the chosen household of North Poblacion, Marama, Bukidnon. Raw materials like fallen leaves are collected in Bukidnon National School of Industries as the source of this study. The study did not pertain to deeper investigations and experimentations.
Research 2. Observations, questionnaires, and interviews were used as a method of data collection in the study. The researchers used score sheets for the respondents to rate that they have made.
How to produce green charcoal briquette. First, we need to collect fallen leaves from our source of our production, which is the Bukidnon National School of Home Industries. Second, we need to sun-dry the collected leaves into 1 to 2 days and store them in a big sack. After drying, we need to put them in a big can container. Then, carbonize the 2 kilos leaves by burning it. When the leaves are now carbonized, wait for some hours until it cools down. While waiting, we need to start mixing the 8 tablespoons starch and 4 cups water, then make it as a paste. When the carbonized leaves cools down, start mixing it until it becomes powder. After that, put the paste and start compressing it as a green charcoal briquette.
Table 1 represents the consumer satisfactory level in adapting dried leaves charcoal briquettes. In terms of its odor, the majority of the consumers said that they are very satisfied. When it comes to its time of burning, the majority of the consumers said that they are more than satisfied. The data was gathered by comparing it to charcoal that was made from trees. The burning time for 1 kilo charcoal that was made from trees was 37 minutes and the burning time for 1 kilo green charcoal briquettes was 30 minutes. But it produces bigger fire than the charcoal that was made from burning trees. The majority also of the consumers said that they are more than satisfied with the shape of charcoal briquettes from dried leaves. In terms of the color, the majority of the consumers said that they are also more than satisfied. As an overall, the results show that the mean of the consumers' responses is 4, which is rated as more than satisfied. Thus, the satisfactory level of the consumers in adapting green charcoal in terms of color, odor, time of burning, and shape is more than satisfied. Figure 1 represents the common perceptions of consumers during charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves. As a result, there are 5% of the consumers who said that dried leaves charcoal briquettes are cheaper but not functional. 14% said it is more affordable and cheaper than charcoal made from burning trees. 19% said it is a good means of cooking. Another 19% is for consumers' perception that dried leaves charcoal briquettes are eco-friendly. Lastly, 50% of the consumers responded that dried leaves charcoal briquettes are a good idea as an alternative charcoal. Apart from the above, it is represented that 5% is the lowest rating, which consumers responded that it is cheaper but not functional. However, 50% is the highest rating, which charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves is a good idea as an alternative for the consumers. Conclusions. In this study, the researchers found out that the consumers' level of acceptability and perceptions of dried leaves green charcoal briquettes. In terms of the consumer's level of acceptability regarding the satisfactory level in adapting green charcoal briquettes, in terms of odor, time of burning, shape, and color is more than satisfied. This determines that the majority of the consumers accept the adequate outcome and the functionality of charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves. When it comes to the perception of the charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves is a good idea as an alternative charcoal for the consumers to use. Recommendations. Based on the researchers' findings about the consumer's level of acceptability and perception using dried leaves green charcoal briquettes, the researchers highly recommend that people could use green charcoal that is made from dried leaves instead of expensive charcoal that is made from burning trees. This is also because dried leaves green charcoal briquettes are cheaper and could be a help to save our trees just to make charcoal out of our beloved trees. Furthermore, these dried leaves green charcoal briquettes are considered to be a good alternative charcoal. In fact, everyone can make this at home, just make sure to follow the procedures in making these green charcoal briquettes made from dried leaves.